sense walking down when you can slide.
What's with Canada? We got great big cities, but a lot of trees and rocks. Yeah, the winter's cold here. Wear 2 pairs of socks. There's half the world's fresh water to paddle your canoe or camp along the shore.
Welcome back. I'm Gerald, and this is Trekking with Taz. Today's trek will take us to Hedrick Lake in the McGregor Mountains. You will find it out on the Pass Lake Road, turn right onto the Gleason, and the trail starts on 17.5 kilometer of the Gleason Road. This beautiful little lake sits in a big cirque of mountains and some good fishing in it. And there's some good hiking to be had, although a lot of bushwhacking to get there. But to get up into the backcountry is some more beautiful little spots, lakes, etc., mountains to enjoy. Come along and join me on this trek into Hedrick Lake and points beyond. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Let's start the trek.
Today the plan is to go into Hedrick Lake, cut the trail out, spend 3 days in there, checking out the country. So this is on the Pass Lake Road, and this is the bridge over the McGregor River. And just up there on the right is where we'll be heading on the Gleason to 17.5 kilometer on the Gleason. And from there we'll park and head in. Get to Hedrick Lake hopefully before supper today. Okay, we're at 17.5 kilometers of the Gleason. You'll see that ribbon on the right side of the road. If you look in the tree there, you'll see a diamond. And you head up this road, you get up there, I don't know, a few hundred meters, and then you have to park. And then from there, either quad, walk, e-bike, or another bike, you can get to the trailhead and save yourself a couple kilometers. We're heading in on the quad to the headwaters, or the beginning of the trailhead. Saves us a couple kilometers of walking, so that's what's up. This is where you turn up the side trail. There's a ribbon and there's also a trail marker. So here we are at the trailhead. An orange marker in the tree. You see the pink ribbons. It's pretty hard to miss the trailhead. If you go down the hill, you miss it, of course, but you should never miss it. There's all sorts of big stumps cut off and everything. So grab our packs and we're going to head on. Okay, we're on our way in. Aaron's got a power saw, cut trail, and I've got extra fuel and oil. Hopefully we don't have to do too much cutting because we've got 8.5 kilometers to go here before we get to the lake. So time for a little break. This is the cutoff going down to close to the edge, down to where the tram is. See the ribbon going down that way. We cut it out last year. The way we're going is straight ahead here. So far I haven't had to fire the saw up, just about once, but found an easy way around the log. So we'll see how much sawing we have to do. Well, first cut of the hike in. Darren's on it. Hopefully it's few and far between, but we'll find out. So we're coming to our first creek crossing. It's about 2.5 kilometers in. Not sure what we'll be up against, whether it'll be easy to cross or not. Doesn't look like a lot of water. We should be able to get across fairly easily, I think. As Darren's turned across, he decided to don his water shoes and pick a way across. I come across my boots. So far they're dry, but no guarantees. rocks are pretty slippery. But it's a small creek. Yeah, it's the next creek crossing. Should be able to walk across it fairly easily though. Right now, time for a drink of water. So we figure we're over halfway in now. We're not positive, but it's going pretty good. We haven't hit any real big tangles yet of timber, but that could happen in the future here. But moving along. Yeah, do a little trail clearing here to get through. Hasn't been awful. Still, backpacking and hauling a saw is not the easiest thing in the world. Some bigger logs across the trail now. Now there's some work to do. Oh well. We're finally getting a view on the other side of the trail now. Probably 3 kilometers from the lake or something like that. Anyway, finally starting to see some stuff. It's nice. No, it's been enough trees to cut for sure. Nothing like last year, but Darren's been working hard with the saw and backing his big pack in. Well, we broke out into a bit of a alder swale here and got some view. Getting closer, a couple of kilometers maybe, to the lake. In the meantime, got some view to look at. This is look in the other direction. Nice little ridge up there. Good place to see Grizz. It's not up there right now. Hopped on a rise here a little bit. The view's even better, so I thought I'd take a little more. So this is what it starts to look like as you get closer to the lake. And this little video of Darren wandering through the bush with a backpack with the mountain in behind. Soon enough we'll be over there looking at it firsthand. Pretty place. Now we can see the lake through the trees, so we're almost there. Haven't seen the cabins yet, but the roofs will be right in here. There's the lake over there. So pretty excited to get here. A little tired. Ready to take the pack off and relax. Yeah, here we are. Hedrick Lake. You see the cabins through the trees. Built in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Got the pack off now, so we'll walk down to the lake. Have a look-see. So this is Hedrick Lake. Cool in here. Yeah, just having a little supper. Spilled half of the first one, so build another one. And after supper, maybe a little fish. Tents are set up for the night. Beautiful view out there. Bit messy around here. There's Darren's tent over there. Place could use a good cleanup, but anyway, is what it is. We're going to go out and give the fishing a try here in a minute, I think. Well, we're out here for a little fish here. Beauty evening. No fish yet, but that's okay. This is what it looks like out here in the middle of the lake. Pretty nice. Wicked. Get a beaver entertaining us up here. He's been spotted. There we go. So that's looking back towards where our tents are. They're at that end of the lake. This is what it looks like. Very nice. So that's the end of day one out in the Hedrick Lake. It was a good day. Didn't catch any fish, but went for a paddle. It was a beautiful evening. It's getting close to 10 o'clock at night, right around 10, so I'm gonna head to bed here. Tomorrow, hopefully, Darren has hurt his calf, so we'll see, but if his calf's good tomorrow, we're gonna do some climbing around here and see if we can get up to Gleason Plateau. But if not, it's still a beautiful place. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. That's the end of day one. It's morning of day two. She's a beauty morning. About 6 a.m. I guess. Bugs are out already. So we're off on our first adventure of the day. Gonna paddle up to the other end of the lake and hopefully find some sort of trail up into the mountains at the far end. That's the hope anyway. If not, we'll have a little look around.
Breakfast seems to wear off pretty quickly. I'm gonna chow this down.
We're at the other end of the lake here now. And the goal is to find a route around this mountain up into that valley up there and be able to get in the high country. Not sure how that's going to work. figure that out. See when we get there. So we've worked our way up above the lake. It's not too bad in here for walking. Hopefully we can sort through that slide over there. That might be the tough part. Because if we can get through that, then we can get around down to that other valley. Otherwise, yeah, it's so good. Let's see what happens. And we're still beating our way through this this brush around here, but we're making headway. Hopefully we get to where we want to go. Now, getting a little exercise and some fresh air, feeding a few bugs. Yeah, it looks like our option here is to cross this beaver dam, get to the other side and see if we can find a better route. Don't seem to have a second option, so we'll start with this one and we'll see what we can find from here. This is what quite a bit of the country we're going through right now is like. Pick your way. Not a lot of fun. Maybe a little type 3 fun. Our lake is way down there. We've made it up a ways. Hasn't been easy, and it's not going to get any easier. But we'll carry on, see what we can do. Decided on plan B. We're going to head straight up one of these gullies here to the top, because going ahead the way we were going didn't look like it was going to fare out very well for us. So we'll see how this goes. So we've climbed up a little ways. You can see the lake down below us now. Cabin at the far end. We were down in that meadow down there. Wasn't very good going. Yeah, let's see how it goes from here. So we're part way up the chute that we're planning on. There's a couple of offshoots. I know if one of them might be better, but first off, we're going to go up to that cave. Darren had spotted it from the bottom, wanted to have a look at it, and we're almost at it now, so we'll be there in a few minutes. We are making our way up though. Well, we made it to Darren's cave.
Water gushing out of here at one time.
Oh, looking from inside the cave. It's the lake. You see the cabin at the other end. So that's where we've got to so far. Climbed quite a bit higher. It's been no easy going here anywhere. Didn't find a good route anywhere. A little side hill and try and find another route up. Just no easy way. It's not very user friendly here. Well, that didn't work out for us. It got really steep. So we're just trying to pick a way down the bottom, and we can give up on this idea today. I'll leave that for the belly goats.
It's pretty soft here to dig in. Nope.
Okay, trying to pick our way across this hillside. We've come over the worst of it, but it's still not great. And didn't take too much video on the way down. It was pretty touchy coming down. No time for video. So we're just about to the bottom now, back in the valley floor. And then we'll be a little over a kilometer from the canoe probably. At least we'll be all done with them steep slides. Yeah, we are way up. Oh, and several ledges up there. Just up, getting close to that rock face, that steep rock face. We were just right there. And yeah, there wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. But we made it. Yeah, here we are. We're back to the edge of the lake. Canoe's just down the way a little bit. Day didn't kind of pan out like we planned on it, but adventure never does. Adventure ends where you get to, not where you plan to be. And it was an adventure. One we won't soon forget. Went for a little walk through the bush, see what we could find. And this is absolutely in the middle of nowhere. Snow Survey Reserve. I guess they fly in to check it out. Never know what you're going to find. Yeah, we up against the mountains here. No doubt when the guide outfitter was here, this was where he kept his horses. Some great horse feed in here. Just checking it out, see what's still around here after all these years. Just heading out for a little evening fish. Looks like it might be a young loon, but we're not really sure, but he came right in to visit us. Not normal, but fun nonetheless. So, the smoke has moved in on the lake on us, but it's made for some interesting colors. Can't see too well, but it's pretty cool. So, evening day 2. We played on the cliffs, and now we're gonna go try and catch a fish. Day 2 is coming to an end now. Let's see what kind of trouble we can find for ourselves tomorrow. Had some fun today. Did a little scampering, did some exploring, got caught up in some high country. Had a little swim and did some fishing. It's time for some bed. And then tomorrow, try something different. Try to go up a valley up there that we didn't find a way up today. We're going to see if we can find a way up it tomorrow. So that's it for tonight. It's a morning of day 3. Beautiful morning. Little hazy. I don't know if we got a little smoke again today. We had quite a bit yesterday. Anyway, the goal is to bust through that timber at the bottom there and try and make it up that valley if we can. Not sure if we can or can't, but we'll go try that today.
Meantime, we've had breakfast, had some coffee and tea, and time to start organizing to carry on. So we're heading across to that bay over there. We'll go up through that saddle and try and get up into that back end of that valley over there. That's the plan anyway. Should be an old horse trail somewhere in there, but we haven't been able to find much of one yet, so. Just topping up on water before we head back out of the timber. We've got a nice little creek here, so drink up and fill up and then we go again. We're busting out of the timber above the lake here, and this is what we're coming to for a mountain. It's pretty cool. We got to a spot in the bush where there's a bunch of water falling down this creek. Pretty intense creek coming off the mountains. Cool place. As we're coming through the bush here, we're finding more waterfalls. Don't know that we can get close enough for a decent look anywhere, but there's some more going on there. Pretty cool. We're up the creek a little further, and you can see the falls. It's not as cool as it was from the other end, but at least we're a little closer to it. Got a little creek crossing to do here. No serious water, but nobody wants to get too wet. And then we're going to head up the other side. We think that's the best way to go. There's lakes up the valley that we'd like to find and get to, so that's the plan. We did a lot of bushwhacking through rhododendrons and big holes and rotten logs, but now we're busting out into all kinds of little meadows. It's really nice up here in the high country. Getting back into our goal. Be a little bit yet, but we're making headway. Well, probably a couple kilometers still to the lake, but we'll get into some country where we can actually see a little bit. Nice little meadow to walk through. Pretty much as good as it's going to get up here bushwhacking. There's a glacier that's above the lake that really can't see much of from the lake, but get a good view from over here. And those are the cliffs that we were just below on the other side yesterday. There. Crazy stuff. And we're headed up this valley. I think the lake is probably just up above that dark timber up there, that first lake. So we'll get there first and see what happens from there. Starting to get close to the head wall now, or what we'll call a head wall, and we think that's what you need to climb to get to the lake. So we'll see what the best route up is, and that'll be the plan for the immediate future. It's a bit of a view where we're at right now. Come up from way down that valley below that glacier, right down the bottom there, so made some headway. Come on to another fall. I think this one's just below the lake. I think the lake's just up there. We're getting close. In some altitude, you can start seeing those mountains pretty good over there for a while, and then I think we'll be crusting over and we won't be able to see them anymore after that. Well, we found some easier walking that we think is going to take us over to the lake we want to go at. From down off of the hill and into some meadows, and I think we're at the right elevation now, so see how it goes. Now look at the cool rock. Some of the country we've encountered here. Haven't got to where we wanted to go yet, but we're not even sure if we can make it, what it's going to take to make it. Got some pretty deep gullies to get by.
Some pretty nice meadows in here. You'll be coming out of the lake probably 5 or so minutes, not very far away. My GPS and the walking is pretty good right now, so shouldn't take too long. Beautiful piece of country back in here though. Wow. You know, the last little ways and there's the lake. We did all kinds of circles and twists and turns, not knowing how we were going to get here, find the best route. Well, we made her. Beauty. Worth the effort. Definitely worth the effort. Nice. That is nice. That's why you climb up the mountains. Find one of those. Well, lunch break is over. We had a little snooze. A little bit of rain come over and then it quit. Made our day, making it to the lake. Well, I guess time to find a way back that's better than some of the ways that we come. Picking our way back. Saying goodbye to the valley up here. Not sure if we're coming back up here or not. Hard to say. On the way down the valley now, found our meadows that we come up part of it. Make it a little easier for us. Hopefully we can stay out of the steep, thick stuff that we got into coming up. And find a spot through the timber or something to go down. See how it goes. So the lake's way over there, at the bottom of those mountains. That's where we were. And now we're coming back through here. It's like big grizzly bear slopes there. Coming into a meadow on our way down. Lots of cool little spots up in the mountains. Things you never see from down below. Well, it's pretty impressive coming down and seeing this. We didn't see any of it on the way up, but we come up a little bit different way. Wow. Spectacular. Exceptional day. Starting to see the mountains in our valley again now. Getting down, we're probably halfway down now maybe. It's going a little better than I did going up. The sky is starting to darken up a little. We might get some rain later. But had a great day out. The weather was great. And these views are spectacular. Just all the way down, you're looking. Your head's on a swivel, looking one way and then looking the other way. Just about need a week up in this country to see everything that's up above here. Apparently we're going to have a rainstorm now. Weren't supposed to get any rain today. Checked it this morning, but here it is. My rain gear is back at camp, so I guess we're going to get a little damp. Oh well. Bright sun and raining. It actually feels pretty good. We should cool a little bit because it was hot. We get a little bit of view to enjoy on our way out. We cross through these meadows, get to see all the mountains that are around it. Well, the lake is in front of us. Bit of an ordeal to get here, but we made it. Our day is complete. We've been at it since early this morning, so you can see the canoe on the shore over there. We just got to get to it. So. Well, here we are on the edge of the lake. Just slippery rocks. We're just gonna work our way around to the canoe if we can. Holy. Ooh. Yeah. Well, that's day number 3 pretty much in the books. Not gonna do much more tonight. And tomorrow's a head home day. Time to hike out, pick up the power saw. But the rainstorm left, and we're left with a quiet and beautiful evening. So, all one could ask for. That's the end of our 3-day adventure, or 4-day, 3-night, 4-day. Time to head out. Get things all packed. We're leaving in about 5 minutes here. Highly enjoyable, beautiful spot. Recommend it to everybody. Come here and enjoy the view if nothing else. Haven't been doing any videoing. We've been down this trail going in, so wasn't a whole lot to show, but we're probably less than an hour back to the trailhead. So we're in the cedar forest. We're doing good. It's warm, but yeah, just not much to show today. It's the last day on the way home. Not sure if marked this on the way in or not, but this is the trail that goes down to the tram, to close to the edge, down to Twin Falls. So it's still in pretty good shape. Darren's just taken one log out, and if people want to go down and have a look, it doesn't take long, 20 minutes. toe to get down there. But the falls are nice. Well, we're just coming back to the trailhead here. It's the end of our 4-day, 3-night backpacking trip into Hedrick Lake. Beautiful place. Can't help but walking away with a smile. Very enjoyable place to be at. But this one's over. Time to go plan another one. Somewhere different. Somewhere equally as beautiful and fun.
Thanks for joining me on my adventure into Hedrick Lake. It was 4 days, 3 nights, so it was a little bit of a long video, but so much to see, such a beautiful place. If you've never been in here, certainly should put it on your list of one of your places to visit. You will not be disappointed going in there. And Sherry, if you're watching this, thanks to your family for all the work in the 70s to make this place what it is for all the rest of us to enjoy. I don't want to drag this on too long, as it already is a very long video, so thanks for coming along. I hope you come along the next adventure. My next adventure is going to be a trip up an ATV trail on the backside of Torpy Mountain to a mountain across from it. Should be a nice place for people that are looking for a trail to follow to get some good views without having to worry about getting confused or lost. So, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for coming.